Hi all, Chris here from Conversations with Chris and Crystal. Crystal is off doing a film project, so it's me today. Hope that doesn't disappoint too many of you. So, today I thought I would talk about things I've quit doing. And this is a healthy thing, I think, for all of us to do from time to time, is go through things that have not really worked out that we have been doing in our lives and like cut them out. So, the first thing that I quit doing is trusting medical professionals. Number one, they're human and prone to mistakes. And as Crystal's husband likes to say, it's called a practice for a reason. They're just practicing. Secondly, during the 2020 COVID quote unquote outbreak, they showed their true colors. They do not care. They're just going to toe the line and force people to do things that they shouldn't do, that is not healthy, and I won't have it. I'm not doing it. There's also something I saw on YouTube recently about a guy who was declared brain dead, and he was an organ donor, and so they took him into the operating room to harvest the organs, and he started fighting them because clearly he was not brain dead. And in fact, the lady who was the go-between for the people who needed the organs and the organ donation company, she told them what was going on in the operating room, and they told her, she said the doctor won't do it, and the company, organ donation company, said get another doctor. Think about that one. They were going to kill this man for his organs. The worst part of it was, after it was all over, he felt bad that the people who were waiting for his organs didn't get them. And I was thinking, how could you feel bad? You're still using your organs. I mean, it's not your fault that they were trying to kill you to take your organs. Anyway, Crystal and I will be talking about that in a future video. This is one reason why I never wanted to be an organ donor, because I don't think they care if you're dead or not. They're going to take your organs. Thirdly, doctors are too expensive. Part of the reason they're too expensive is because of the stupidity of health insurance. A lot of people in this country are under the impression that health care should be free. Well, excuse me, but nothing is free. Someone, somewhere is paying for it. Now, a lot of liberal-minded people are like, well, the rich people should have to pay for everybody's health care. Why? They worked hard to get that money. And I know some of you are going to get, well, some of them inherited it. Well, that doesn't matter. Just because they're more fortunate than you are doesn't mean that they should foot the bill for your health care needs. So grow up, make your own money, pay your own health care bills. But I digress. So part of the reason why healthcare is so expensive now is that doctors have to employ more people to deal with insurance companies who are constantly going, oh, I'm going to disallow this, I'm going to disallow that. So the doctors get what they can from the insurance company, and then they come after you for the rest, the things that the insurance company disallowed. You and I cannot go and say, oh, I disallow this, I disallow that. That's not going to fly. So what is the point of having a health insurance company anyway? You have co-pays, you have deductibles. It's just pointless. The only thing people, in my opinion, should have health insurance for is for catastrophic illness. Or, you're in an accident and you have huge medical bills. That kind of thing. This day-to-day crap just shouldn't even be covered. Doctors should have a small fee for people to come in and get checked out when they're well. If they have an illness, then the fee should be proportionate to the problem. It shouldn't be like this. It's ridiculous. Number 4, I'll be here until God decides I'm done. So I'm not going to worry and go, oh, there might be something wrong with me, because I'm here until God's done with my service on this planet. So I'm just not going to worry about it. The second thing I've quit doing is dating. In my experience, men seem to be only after one thing. I've never met one. I know they're out there, but I've never met one that wants to get to know you and wants to share things with you and activities and things, except for the one activity. And I'm just not interested. TV glorifies sex outside of marriage, and that is against what God wants, because sex forms a soul tie with a person. So if you're married, that's fine, because you're tied together. What God has joined, let no man put asunder. And that's fine to have that soul tie. But if you're not married and you're running around from, as they said in the King and I, from flower to flower to flower, like a bee pollinating, you're forming soul ties with every last one of those people. And that causes you so many problems. So many problems. Secondly, reason why I'm done with dating is it takes too much energy to get to know someone. I just don't have it in me anymore. I don't care. There's all that pressure on you, and I just don't want the pressure. It's like I want to get to know somebody. I don't want to be feeling pressured all the time. So, third reason, I'm through compromising and denying my desires in order to fulfill someone else's. I'm done. And I don't care if people call me selfish, because I spent most of my life being unselfish to the point that it hurt me. I'm not going to hurt myself anymore. I'm here to serve God, and that's it. I don't care, if God puts a man in my life, I will support that man. I will cherish that man. I will be there for him and do whatever it is I need to do, as long as that is the man that God puts in my life, because I know God will choose the right man for me. I have done a really bad job in the past of choosing men. So that's why I'm done. I'm not going to do it anymore. The third thing I've stopped doing is settling. I have finally realized that I deserve better than what I have settled for in the past. This has nothing to do with being egotistical or conversely being kind. It has everything to do with good self-esteem and taking care of myself. Whether it's a job, relationship, church, friendships, or family, I'm just done. I will not settle anymore. It's hard because, in fact, recently something occurred and I felt guilty about it, even though I had nothing to feel guilty about. And so I was like, no, stop feeling guilty. That person had their choice to make. They made their choice. I made my choice. And they were disappointed because my choice counteracted theirs. So they didn't get what they wanted. Like I said, I feel bad. I still feel a little bad about it. But, it was a little thing, and I'm not going to waste energy on it. So it's the little things that help us learn to deal with the big things. And so I'm hoping that I can let it all go and move on. The fourth thing I've quit doing is wasting energy on other people's problems. I tell you, I have people in my life who are connected with other people who do nothing to help them. Nothing. And I used to waste a lot of energy being concerned about the situation, and I finally realized, that person could choose to do something about it if they want to, but they don't want to, clearly. So that's on them. And I lived through similar situations, which is why it bugs me so much to see it happen to other people. But, I got out of it. I don't need to live vicariously through it again through somebody else. So that's their choice. I'm going to accept peace about it and just let it go. The fifth thing I have quit doing is taking in strays. I've always had cats in my life, always. Over the last 20 years, I have had up to 18 cats living in my house at one time. Now I am down to 2. I'm looking forward to spending some time cat-free after these 2 depart from this world. Don't get me wrong, I love them dearly. I will be sad when they go, but it's been a long time. Long time. I've loved all my cats, especially Ming Mei. When they die, it takes a piece of my heart every time. And I feel like my heart is now a crazy quilt of broken pieces, all of which have a cat's face on them. And one of these days I intend to actually make a heart made up of pieces of fabric with cats on it, because that's how I see my heart now is so. Also, you cannot have nice things when you have pets. They scratch things, they bite things, they puke on things. Yes, I'm talking about you. I have things stored away for after the children die that I've had for years because I don't want them to get puked on or messed up. Some animals become incontinent when they get older, and that's just a fact of life. You love them anyway. How can you not? They're family. Lastly, I don't want to leave this world with a kitty left behind who will be subject to the whims of my heirs. If I can't guarantee a cat a safety and security after my death, then I shouldn't even take the chance. I mean, if I got a kitten today, that would be another at least 12 to 15 years that cat would be around, typically, barring any accidents or diseases. I did have one kitten. He died at the age of 5. It happens, but given a normal, healthy life, 12 to 15 years, with a Siamese, maybe 20. And I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see. I'm going to try being cat-free for a while, given that I've always had a cat, even before I was born. I don't know that I can live without one for very long, but I'm going to try it. Now, those 5 things being said, I now have something that I've never done, and I recommend that you stop doing it if you are doing it. Keeping up with trends. Whether it's fashion, crafting, the latest technology, whatever. If you're not experiencing joy from it, stop. A lot of people only feel stress about it. I mean, oh no, I just got the iPhone 27 and now they've got 28 out. I've got to get that. Oh, how am I going to afford that? No. Why put yourself through that? Why? And as for fashions, I've never understood why people want to wear something with somebody else's name on it. I'd rather have my own name on it, Just let it go. Just be peaceful, joyful, happy. Practice making good choices. Pray for wisdom. Don't make this life miserable for yourself. So that's all I have to say for that particular topic at this time. So I appreciate you watching. And as always, as we like to say, take care of yourself because nobody else will. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.